Hey guys, it's B Wiley here. I hope you're having a wonderful day. Today is for my ladies, of course. And actually, this can be for anyone who is single and is pondering on if they are ready to be in a new and healthy relationship. Here are a few signs. Let's see if I can come up with three. The first one is that you've been working on yourself, you've been doing the inner work. You've totally dealt with your previous experiences with your exes. You've healed from those experiences and you've surrendered that full experience to the universe and or God. I believe in God, but some people say the universe, God, whatever, but I believe in God. So you surrendered that thing to God and now you're fully ready to move forward. Nothing triggers you about them. You don't really think about that ex. And when you do, you're not angry. You're not mad. You're not sad. You're not depressed. You're not rehashing what went wrong or what you didn't do that you wish you could have done. You've completely gotten them out of your system. So that is the first step. The second way to know that you are ready for a new and healthy relationship is that you've forgiven. You've forgiven them and you've forgiven yourself. What I talk to my clients a lot about when they're coming out of breakups is I tell them to write a letter of forgiveness. And when you do this, you write down any experience. And this experience can be in any relationship that you've had along your journey. It can be your experience with your mother, your experience with your father who wasn't present. It can be your experience with the bully at school. It can be any kind of relational experience that you had. I guess that's the word, relational. Any kind of relationship that you've had from since you can remember, that if someone says something, even if it's a stranger, it triggers something inside of you. You need to then type it up. What I suggest you type it up. It's just easier, but you can write it if you want. No big deal. Or you can audio record it, because a lot of us have a audio recording on our phone and we just get on there, we just talk. So what you do, and you say, for instance, I, B. Wiley, forgive my bully in sixth grade for talking about me every day, for talking about my eyes, talking about my hair, talking about my legs. And it really made going to school really rough because I really didn't have any friends. And it really took a toll on me. I forgive Billy for making my life miserable in the sixth grade. I also forgive myself for not standing up for myself at that time. See, that was just an example. I don't know no Billy in sixth grade. So I just literally made that up. That's what you do. If it's your father, I, B. Wiley, forgive my father for saying he would show up and never showing up, for popping in and popping out. I forgive my father for trying to buy my love instead of just spending time with me. You see where I'm going with this? So you sit down, you use your name, and you use whoever that person is. You use their name, and you get specific on what you forgive them for. And you also have to take ownership of your action, reaction, or not doing anything at all. For instance, if you were a child and your father left you and would come in, come out, be inconsistent, or just wasn't there in the picture, what you can say is, I forgive myself for assuming that every guy that I meet would be just like my father. Every guy that I meet is untrustworthy like my father. See, it's all this stuff that we carry with us from childhood and from when we're a teenager and beyond. And once we forgive ourselves and forgive them, that literally will lighten the load on your shoulders and you'll be able to successfully move forward. All right, so the third step, when you know you're ready for a relationship, the third step and sign would be that you're not gullible, you're not green, you're not assuming every dude is that dude. You can literally go out, meet someone, have a good time out, and it is what it is. It's not, oh, what is his last name sound like on the end of my last name? I wonder what our kids are going to look like. I wonder where he lives. I wonder where we're going to live when we get married. It ain't none of that. It's literally you're going out with your girlfriends. You happen to run into a guy, good conversation, he doesn't ask you for your number, and you move forward. And it's not like then you're like, oh my gosh, I'm going to be single for the rest of my life. He seems so nice, he seems so into me, but he didn't ask for my number. Is something wrong with me? Am I ugly? It's like you don't even have those kind of thoughts because you know who you are. You've done your inner work, you've done your dealing, healing, and surrendering. You've forgiven, and so you know who you are, and you have confidence, and you have strength, and you have discovered your power. And another thing about the third sign, when you know you're ready, is not being gullible, not being desperate, not being thirsty. So let's say you do meet a guy and he does ask for your number, but he doesn't call, or when he calls, he's very inconsistent. You won't latch on to him and try to make him be into you or try to show him that you're a good catch. No, you'll block him. After you address it, the inconsistency, you then wait for him to act. And if he still is inconsistent, then you block him. See, this is where we're at, ladies. When we do the work on ourselves, we attract what we want and we get the results we desire. However, if we ignore and skip these 3 steps that I just gave you, free game, then we find ourselves around the wheel. We're going around the hamster wheel. We're relearning lessons that we already know, but we keep failing the test. I need for you to pass the test so that you can get what you want and live your happily ever after, whatever that looks like, as long as it's healthy. All right, guys, that's the end of my video for today. Of course, I'm here every Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday with a new video. If you have any questions for me, shoot me a DM, shoot me a comment, inbox me. I'm everywhere on social media. Coach B. Wiley, Instagram, YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, and TikTok. Outside of that, if you would like to purchase one of my books, feel free to do so. CoachBWiley.com. And if you've made it this far, feel free to subscribe, hit the notification bell, and follow me on all my other social media. Talk to you guys later.